I have Bob here, and we're going to lead off the show this morning, but kind of what we wanted to talk about is how are you guys working with the current environment? What challenges are you facing?
My big question, really as we have approached this, there's been obviously changes in how we're all doing business today. There's some things that it's still consistent with how we're doing business, but we've had some changes. So how did y'all pivot? How quickly did you pivot? What did you do to pivot to stay at the top of your game, your profession?
We are playing the approach more of not selling, but bonding with our clients right now, which is extremely important. Told my whole team, it's not about selling. The selling will follow once we, get into our pipelines and, our 5-minute conversations have been turning into 20-minute conversations.
Yeah, right.
People are bored. People want to talk. So it's a perfect opportunity to create that everlasting bond right now. When we come out of it, those people that have said we're on hold right now will come back to us, and we've created that.
This is a relationship building time. This isn't a, go probing for new clients kind of environment. It is loving on your people and making sure that they know that you're still here for them.
Absolutely.
Robin, Wayne, what, I'm going to put you guys together, even though you got Karis in the middle. What changed with your business? I mean, how quickly did you have to pivot, and did you change to something different than what you were already doing?
Well, it's interesting because so we're consulting with the clients, giving our opinion of the market, letting them know we don't have a crystal ball, but here's what it feels like. It's a unique buyer opportunity right now. It's a unique seller opportunity right now. We feel that if you're a seller, those buyers that are getting out there are serious at least. We're setting up sanitation stations and things like that inside of our listings to protect both the looker and the seller.
Karis, what are you seeing? You have to take your thing off mute. Yeah, there you go. You're a professional. I'm sorry.
Karis is a mom, so
That's right.
What are some of the things that you had to do quickly to pivot to take on this environment shift and change that we entered into?
So we had to pivot real quickly, kind of like what Stacy said, from being all about buying and selling to being very more concerned. Not that we were never not concerned about our clients, but very much whatever you need, absolutely. We're here for you, that kind of thing. We had several clients right in the beginning who panicked and they pulled out of contracts. So we just kind of, rolled with it and said, absolutely, we will help you get out of this contract, whatever you need to do. We just kind of ramped up the care side of the business, where I think they expect us to be the realtor side. The care side's always there, and this is our opportunity to really showcase that side, and that's what we've been trying to do.
Yeah, so I think, Tamera, even I'm hearing this, it's consistent all the way through. It is the love on the database piece, love on your clients. It's that culture that organizations create that's been created within these individual businesses and teams and things of that nature. That's important. And the reality is you have to double down in times like this when these types of things happen, and there are going to be pullbacks. You do exactly what you guys, each one of you said. You love on them and explain. There is no right or wrong side. There's the side of empathy, and you got to understand what they're going through and be on the same place as they are. But then you got to have a responsibility and obligation to your own personal business, which means you got to get out there and probably make more phone calls, more emails, more texts.
Unless you connect with them spirit to spirit, mind to mind, heart to heart, however you want to word it, until we understand their needs and we connect with that level, then nothing we have to say matters, or everything we have to say matters.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, I think regardless of how we're connecting with people, whether it's on phone or through video, if you cannot move the needle enough emotionally in their life to whether they're laughing, they're crying, they're smiling, then you really haven't done your job to truly connect, because you're not going to impact their life at all.
everybody on this call has been fully focused at keeping their business going, but Karis and Stacy, you've had to juggle the parental role and the educator role in addition. So how have you been doing this and juggling all of those things at the same time and still being successful at what you're doing?
I would say it took about 2 weeks to kind of really get our groove and figure out, who was going to take what. Fortunately, my husband and I work together in the business, and so we share clients. And if I was doing school, or we have a toddler, so if I was chasing and cleaning up mess from that, he was, working the business as best as we could. After about the first 2 weeks, I think we finally got the groove and figured out, that nap time was the best time to start calling clients. The first 2 weeks were rough. There was a lot of screaming and going and hiding in the guest bedroom to talk to a client, that kind of stuff. But I think we've found a happy middle ground. And unfortunately, all of our clients are like, hey, my kids are screaming in the background too. You're good.
Right.
Well, and I got
Yep.
a text from Kara saying, can you please plan something between 12:30 and 2:30 instead of all these other times? I guess that's nap time, Kara.
Yeah, that's nap time. Mm-hmm.
I'm a little jealous when I see all these social posts of realtors, laying by the pool, having a good time, going golfing, playing tennis, all that stuff. So I'm actually having to get up earlier and work later at night because I've taken on the job of doing schoolwork. And believe it or not, my husband's not running out for all the takeout food anymore. I'm actually having to cook again. And it's been 10 years since I've had to cook. So he knows I can cook now. I'm just afraid he's going to expect it when we all go back. And I'm like, nope, not going to happen. That job's going away. Mama's not cooking anymore.
What did you do when you pivoted to actually create a daily workflow to ensure that business was still coming in?
I'm going to let Wayne answer for us on that, but I do want to add that all the extra deliveries of our Amazon packages and things like that, even though I don't have children at home anymore, I have this. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Oh, my dog. I can't let you show. Anyway, so the Amazon virtual background doesn't allow, but Amazon definitely gets our dog excited every single time they hear anything outside. So it's almost like having children in the home. It's like,
oh, I know. Look at this. This one right here is not innocent. Okay.
Wow.
So, but I'll let Wayne address the question.
Yeah. So Bob, for us, it was about leading, right? So I really believe the challenge we had is we all know what to do. It's a matter of doing it, right? And I love what one of the coaches said, if you're not making calls and contacting people prior to what's happened with COVID, you're probably not doing it now. And even though I think that path is partially right, for us, we had to realize, number one, we got to get our team motivated. We got to get them, we got to get them to turn inward to find that strength and source to be able to really reach out to clients in a coming from contribution. We started 9:30 meetings every day, no matter what. And then on that call, it forces Robin and I to have a mindset before we get there. We may be arguing a little bit before we get on the call, and then all of a sudden we're like, okay, we got to get the right mindset for the team, right? But, so the reality is we're pushing them to be stronger as a team.
So I've got someone at the door. You can hear Peanut going bananas. So that's our cue to wrap it up.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Guys, have a blessed day.
Virtual hugs to all of you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.